Hey guys, welcome back to our series. We've just entered the atomic era through radar, and yeah, we're still bulbing our scientists and Rough's here as well, obviously.
Yeah. Hey guys, how are ya? Yeah, so I think we can get stuck right in now. I think we can immediately bulb another scientist here.
Okay.
You can see there we've exceeded the amount of science that the tech costs, but there's other math which I also don't know off the top of my head that prevents you from completing multiple techs in a row. You have to generate a certain amount of excess science for it to actually allow you to complete more than one tech at a time. I'm not positive on that math off the top of my head. And we're going into robotics, which I think is correct. We want robotics before lasers, so that if we needed to build some missile cruisers, we could. We're obviously going to get both techs essentially one after another, like with the same turn or one turn late, just in case something went terribly wrong, like, I don't know, someone sniped all of our great scientists. We should still queue them up in the actual order that we want them.
Which is computers, robotics, yeah, exactly. So we've got the right order, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we can, just get our railroads up and our production, and then we can end the turn. That's we can actually upgrade our Great War bombers as well.
Yeah, plenty of cash.
Yeah, if we had gone freedom, we might have actually been able to go to space here.
Yeah.
We could have purchased quite a few parts.
Yeah, definitely. So, quick question there. I know that there is a mod that gives you quality of life improvements in air combat, where you can just press. I think you've got it installed as well. I think I saw it in one of your streams that you've got it installed.
Yep. Yeah, I do. So EUI is nice for air combat as well. It just gives you that graphic. If you click on an air unit in Berlin, you can see them all at once. That's really nice too. And then there's a separate mod that's essentially a hotkey mod. Just enables you to cycle through your units. So we can chuck that link in the description as well, for those that are interested. But it is definitely a nice quality of life mod. And if you're playing multiplayer, it's
life-saving sometimes.
It's broken. It's pretty OP, to be honest. The other option, if you don't want to mod your game, is to change the tech interface on the top left to the unit interface.
That's actually.
So that's quite nice too.
Yeah, it is.
So you can use all of your units relatively efficiently from there.
I didn't. Yeah, I never would have thought about it. That's actually great advice.
All right.
Okay. Do we go for more bombers here?
I think we need paratroopers.
Oh yeah.
Because we're going to start for XCOM pretty soon. One other thing we could have started to do just a little bit earlier is we could have actually started a war with either Celts or Iroquois, just to start farming experience on our bombers.
Okay.
That definitely would have been pretty valid to do. Okay. We don't want to do it this turn because we've just upgraded all of our units so they can't move. But maybe next turn we can start doing that. Okay. Have we got a spy moving towards
Celts? No, we don't.
We actually forgot about that. We should do that too.
Yep, definitely. And I'll just chuck this guy into Watha in here, or his capital.
I think we just want the capitals. Get that one.
Okay.
We can go ahead and bulb again here.
Okay.
All right. And then how long on our social policy?
3 more turns.
What we probably want to do then is do exactly what we're doing. So we can bulb towards stealth, and then we can use the free tech finisher on XCOM.
Okay.
And then if we need more science, we'll have one great scientist we can purchase.
Yeah.
And that, I would say, will finish off stealth.
Yeah, should work. We actually thought about starting a war.
So the AI is definitely. I think we want to go to Celts first. I think it makes the most sense to go towards Celts, then France, then Iroquois. Just because if we go towards Iroquois, we're going to be going towards the middle, which means we're going to be creating extra conflict with Arabia and Egypt.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense to go towards the Celts first here. So we can definitely move our infantry towards the Celts just to block tiles so that they don't pillage.
Yep. This one as well. Probably here.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the sugar,
something like that.
On the sugar, maybe?
Yeah, I think any tile's really fine. Like the hill there that's sort of in the middle of our cities, in between Berlin and Hamburg. Yeah, something like that. It's fine.
This one here?
Yeah, something like that I think is totally fine. It would be nice to know if the Celts have any air units in Douglas or Truro.
Okay.
I don't think we've got any way of getting sight this turn though. That's fine. We're gonna spend the first few turns of the war just clearing out the trash so that it doesn't ruin all of our tiles.
Okay.
So before we declare war, we should denounce the AI. That just means that the modifier for declaring war won't be as bad.
Okay, I see. So I'll just go ahead?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
I'm a little excited,
Yeah,
okay.
We're finally here, aren't we?
Yeah, okay.
What's the Celtish army looking like on the advisor screen too?
Stronger than us militarily. We should not engage in combat with them without careful consideration and time spent growing and improving our military. So it's actually sounding better than the other with all the other nations.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about them. I think because a lot of the stuff that will appear will be from irrelevant eras. Like I can see a Lancer on our screen, for example, and we can see Great War infantry. So they're not even at plastics, most likely. The other consideration is the fact that they won't actually be able to bring all of their military to bear immediately. So it's not all on our borders, right? Some of it's way back here, some of it's probably on the other side of the world. It could be anywhere.
I just realized they have crabs. We're waiting for this King's Day the whole time, and we finally saw that they have crabs. Now we declare war. It breaks my heart.
It's all right. The King's Day is certainly not relevant at this point.
Obviously.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we checked everyone several times and we didn't see
it, so. They must have improved it very recently only.
Or is Nate Nate, I'm not sure how you say that.
I think it's Nantes.
Maybe it's a late settle. It's quite low pop. I reckon it has gone down late because if you look at its size compared to the other cities, and also if you look at France's cities, Marseille went down early and Charters went down late.
Chartres. Ask me. It's fine. I don't want to think about what the words are. I'm pronouncing wrong, so don't fear of pronouncing all those cities in a not very correct manner.
I apologize to all of our French viewers and also all of our
Celtish viewers.
Yeah.
Do we just go for it then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Do we actually attack this guy?
No, we can leave the missionary. We don't care much. Let's start with a Lancer and just make sure that there's no interceptors.
Doesn't look like
there's
it.
not. Otherwise, we would have taken a lot more damage.
Yep.
And hopefully we can kill that this turn.
So the hotkey I'm pressing is S for an airstrike. Definitely, like for quick warfare in multiplayer games, you should especially in ancient and classical and medieval era, you want to press B and then shoot your crossbowman, comp-bowman, etc. The hotkey is B, and for airstrikes it's S. It's just a lot quicker, even if you don't have like the air mod installed.
Yeah, and then the other one that's really good is for units like artillery that have to set up. It's S to set up and B to fire.
Yeah.
There's a settler in Kiev we can snipe, I think, if we've got a bomber left.
We do 2 bombers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Should I just send this one to Berlin then?
Yeah, I like that. Or Hamburg. Either one's fine. Yeah. And that brings us to the info era. So we're going to wrap this one up here, guys. We will see you in the next episode for the info era.
Thank you very much for watching.
Nah, just kidding, guys. We're not going to do that. We'll wrap these two into one. So we'll make this the Atomic and Info Era episode.
Definitely.
It's unfortunate that that's sort of how this style of game goes, where you essentially skip the Atomic Era, but it was definitely correct here for us to do because our production was quite low. There was a short window before our research labs where what we were building wasn't super impactful. We definitely could have skipped some of those stock exchanges and just bulbed to start labs immediately. And we would have had a quicker timing here, but I also don't mind picking up the gold gold's very flexible. It gives us a lot of options if something goes wrong. We can say Arabia and Egypt declare war on us next turn because they don't like us attacking the Celts. An armada of units just turns up on our doorstep. We'd have the opportunity to dump all of that gold into things like walls, and we could go all the way to military bases if we needed to. So the gold's nice in the sense that it's a flexible option that it sort of protects you from unforeseen events, basically.
Yeah. So we've got another spy. Where do we put it?
We can probably put it in. Who are we going to attack next? It's probably Arabia, right? So we're probably Arabia's capital.
So I've got a quick question about diplomats. So I know that if you want to make other civilizations unhappy and get your pressure up onto them, you can actually send diplomats to their capital because they'll increase your tourism, and they'll what's the exact word for it? Wait,
so it's
ideology.
If you go to the
the public opinion of it, they'll decrease the public opinion of their ideology and increase yours.
So if you're going for a tourism victory, essentially diplomats are going to give you a modifier to your tourism. If you go to the tourism screen, you can see the modifiers there if you hover over one of those percentages. So it'll show you the modifiers. I think a diplomat might be the 34%. I'm not 100% positive, but yeah, so it will increase your tourism. Now that's from your hard tourism, so your tourism per turn.
Mm-hmm.
It won't make a difference for any autocracy tourism. Probably the most common way to generate tourism, certainly in multiplayer, but I think even in single, there's a lot of tourism in autocracy, and you'll usually go futurism and then go for hard tourism after. The biggest problem with diplomats is that multiplayer people will just declare war on you, and that pushes the diplomat out their city. And that's really unfortunate because often you'd like to spy on someone and not actually steal the tech just because you don't want to risk your spy dying. And there's no way to do that. You either risk it or you move it out and move it back in which case you lose sight for a number of turns anyway. But there's no point putting a diplomat in there for sight either, because the moment it becomes relevant, which is when you go to war.
So it wouldn't really help us to improve our public opinion. Like it wouldn't better this -14.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
and
actually,
you can also see
we got a battleship here. We may as well use the battleship.
Yeah, I would still upgrade versus land units.
Okay.
I mostly built these battleships just to stay at home for defense.
Okay.
So we can just go land units here. You notice Berlin is nearly starving too because it was being blockaded. Yeah. It's just updated now. But we do have to be careful of that.
Okay, we can actually try to feed this one to the AI now, right? Because it's a Kiev
worker.
Yeah,
so if you put it like in front of that infantry near our capital,
here?
Yeah, something like that, there's a good chance that Lancer will take it and then we can kill it and return it to Kiev.
And this one's actually from Kiev as well, so we'll just try to get it to the front as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, do we still use our bombers here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd just leave the Lancer and just... pick off.
I'm not quite sure whether or not we were intercepted here, but...
I don't think so. If I had to guess, I'd say that Great War, and I can see the promotions with your EUI, so it doesn't have cover. It seems a little bit high. We might be getting triplane intercepted.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, not 100% sure. Triplanes suck. They do, and they really suck. Are against real bombers. They don't do a lot of damage.
Actually, we don't have another scientist, but would it make sense to build Oxford at this point?
Yes, we should have actually lined that up. So we're actually going to have excess science here. We've bulbed too early. Too late.
Okay.
So, because you can see, first of all, we're getting a scientist in 2 turns or 3 turns.
3 turns, yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. We're also going to get our free tech from Rationalism in how many turns?
2 turns.
All right. And then on top of that, we've also got Oxford over peaked. We're peaking too late.
Okay.
We could have, I'd say we could have probably had at least turn 160 stealth and XCOM. If we had a bulb towards labs, which is fine. Like I was talking about before, I don't mind the gold here, but on the other hand, turn 160 stealth would really shut down the AI's chance of getting a victory. We could certainly roll over the AI before they can really get a space or cultural victory if we'd been, I don't know, roughly, I think it'll be about 10 turns earlier.
Okay.
So what we can do here is there's no point teching towards stealth because we're going to free tech the whole tech.
Yeah.
And the same goes for XCOM.
So do we go satellites for the Hubble?
And that's another thing too, actually. I didn't even consider Hubble.
Yeah, because it's
I
banned
play on
in the multiplayer rules.
Yeah, I'm used to it being banned. For the single player people who don't want to, self-enforce not building Hubble, we would have definitely gone satellites after rocketry, and then we would have faith purchased an engineer and purchased and built it.
Yeah.
And that would have got us an even earlier timing. So with Hubble, I think we would have been approaching like turn 150 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it completely slipped my mind. I'm just so used to not building it.
Yeah.
So I would actually like refrigeration to head towards penicillin for the trade route, because
we're stealing in 6 turns, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. We're going to basically have every tech in 6 turns.
Okay, so we actually like this we'll get 2 free techs in 2 turns, which is good.
Yep, which is perfect. Yeah. So we can
choose host. We should start voting ourselves here, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's not going to make a difference, but we should do it anyway. Certainly not give Iroquois votes.
And they actually did not take the worker, which isn't too bad. We can still get it like here.
So we need to be able to capture it back with the infantry. So probably just 1 tile.
We need to do it like this. We could still capture it back here, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're
so
right.
So I can just move it here. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Okay, those bombers. I just take out those guys, right? Maybe even start back here.
Yeah, start with the forward unit, so the units in the back can still shoot.
Will it give the same amount of damage to civilian units that it does to?
So it will one-shot the civilian here, which is fine.
Okay. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, I saw your YouTube short about that, but you saw the 2 pillars suggesting that it wouldn't even die half, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of tooltip sort of bugs or errors like that.
I actually have an aircraft stationed there. So,
alright, that's fine.
Yeah, but I think it already no, it probably hasn't intercepted this turn. Yeah, so now it intercepted. Yeah, I think we just heal here, right?
Yeah, I think we can just be conservative. We get stealth next turn, so we don't need triplanes.
Yeah. So we go for penicillin here, right?
Yeah, I like penicillin.
Additional trade route. Okay, 2 free techs, which is nice. So we take stealth first. I mean, it doesn't matter. But let's just do it this way.
Yeah.
Pick up scientific revolution.
Yeah.
And get another free tech and take nanotechnology.
Yeah.
And now we just start. Do we start spamming XCOM or stealth bombers?
We can start with some XCOM, just because we don't have any yet. Oh, I think we've got 1 paratrooper on the way. That's definitely. We might even lose that worker, honestly, because I think we need to upgrade all of our units this turn. I think there's a risk that our bombers blow up here. Yeah, there's 2 more air units in Douglas, so I would move out of range of the city with the infantry.
Okay.
The influence doesn't really matter.
We'll get the worker eventually, I guess.
Yeah, and even if we don't, it's not the end of the world. I'd just upgrade everything here.
Upgrade. It's so cheap. It's only 75 gold. It's
insane. It's silly. We've actually got so much gold that we could have even skipped oil here.
Yeah, probably. Hey, we were talking about it earlier, but we just wanted to be safe. So we actually already put 3 votes into yes, into no, because we traded those votes.
Yeah, I mean we're not getting. We can upvote repeal, and maybe it'll go through if Iroquois spends all their votes on their thing, but they probably won't.
Yeah. Good.
One other thing we should just check right now is no one's really anywhere near a WinCon, right? No one's even built
Apollo program, no.
And is anyone even remotely close to a cultural victory?
Let's check. So there's France, not close because
not
of
really.
Egypt. Well, Egypt is actually considerably closer.
But I still think, how long until they become influential over Arabia?
Where can I see that?
If you hover over rising slowly,
doesn't.
If you hover over
familiar,
on ours,
familiar there.
Okay, if you I think maybe if you hover over Rising, where ours is, against Germany, it should give you a turn estimate.
Yeah, it's 653 turns.
Alright, so I think they're a ways away from that being a real problem.
Actually,
yeah, no.
I think they're all considerably far behind.
Yeah, I think they're a long way away.
Yeah, that's us. So.
Yeah, we could start spending some of our gold. So if you wanted to buy a couple of stealth,
we don't have any more.
Let's
aluminum.
snag some off Egypt.
They don't have any left. We need to snag some off of Arabia or Iroquois.
Yeah, I think Arabia is fine.
Actually, no, France hasn't approved it. Okay, let's go for Arabia. It's actually getting quite expensive, but we can just try 18 gold per turn, right?
Yeah, I'd just give them gold.
Open borders.
Yeah, I'd take that out as well. It's just easier not to have to deal with it.
This will finish as a paratrooper, right?
Yeah, it will. So certain units don't auto upgrade, and paratroopers is one of them.
So do we still want it to finish? Yeah, I think we do, right?
Yeah, because we can upgrade it into an XCOM. I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind spending some of our gold here on.
But we definitely go XCOM here, because we haven't put any production into the paratrooper.
Yeah, and the main reason for that is it saves us a turn, so we don't have to spend a turn upgrading. If we were desperately short on production, we could save a tiny amount of production building the paratrooper and then upgrading with gold. But it's not very relevant. But yeah, I think we can afford to buy like at least 2 stealth bombers
and
here.
we can actually buy a workboat real quick and improve the oil.
Yep, I like that. It's production. Is it production or is it just food?
I think it's only production. Okay, so Iroquois declared war. Okay, so there's our scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only production, but it's still nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, now we can just go for it, right?
Yeah, just start bombing away.
Do we start with units or with?
Yeah, we just want to kill units so that they don't. Actually, you can see the capital. The spies moved into the capital.
Yeah.
So we can actually start on the capital.
On the capital units, right?
Yeah, and the units. We're going to need it all out of the way.
Okay, now I remember what I meant to ask. If we take civilian units, do they give as much experience as non-civilian units do?
Yeah, it's the same. So we should look at the capital and see.
Pretty much all flat. Except for one hill.
So the deer's got a forest on it, right?
Yeah.
So I do the rough terrain ones first because when we drop in, we'll get the defensive bonus, and then we want cover.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
And then we want to upgrade it still, though, right?
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, I would, like I said, let's buy at least like 2 stealth bombers.
2.
Yeah.
And start working on another XCOM, right?
I really like XCOM in that city because it's also got a forge.
Yeah.
So we get extra production there. We can definitely finish this XCOM, and then it's probably stealth in this city. Yeah.
XCOM looks good. Choose research. Go for advanced ballistics.
Actually, like we've got faith to purchase either a great engineer or a great scientist, and a great scientist doesn't really do anything for us. Mm-hmm. So we could go to satellites and purchase an engineer and then engineer satellites. Mm-hmm. But that science is actually doing very little for us at this point.
Yeah.
I think what I actually like more is heading towards Sydney Opera House for the policy and the culture.
And do we bulb that as well?
Yeah, we can bulb. There's no reason to wait.
Oh, we actually got the uranium.
Yeah. One other thing we should do now is, now that we've pretty much finished bulbing, we should unwork all the extra science we were working and just work max production.
-5 is maybe a little.
Yeah, it's probably a bit much.
16 turns is probably still too much. 47 sounds good.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, that's good, that's good. -5, no, we're starting too quickly like this, maybe like this. 20 turns.
It's probably borderline. Yeah, that's fine.
Could actually probably do it like this, maybe. Oh no, that's still 20 turns. Yeah, I was just changing at the same time.
20 turns is probably fine.
But what we can do is probably this. Oh no, that's 12 turns. Okay, okay. Yeah, don't. I don't even mind at this point. Ooh.
Just the farm.
Yeah, 20 turns sounds
that'll
good.
do.
Yeah. And try and work this and this probably. Yeah, that's 30 turns here.
Yeah.
Unwork this, work this, and probably this. It's That's 26 turns, which should be good.
Yeah, and we can probably get our uranium online in case we want to use that at some point.
I'm just lacking the worker at this point.
Yeah, that's alright. There's that trading post we're not too worried about. We can send that one over. So it looks like they may even be killing our city-state ally.
That's the worker we're looking for. Yeah.
It's alright. It's gone. It's fine.
So we attack into them?
We're just putting damage on the capital here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that's quite a lot of damage on our unit. It's fine, but we just need to be careful.
Okay.
We could even take like 1 city promoted. Yeah, that's fine too. 1 city promoted stealth bomber just to help with that. Yeah.
I'll buy one in a sec.
You could just well, we don't have air repair, so if you're not going to shoot the city, you probably just want to heal for a turn.
Obviously.
So this is where Brandenburg would have been nice, but it's fine.
I'll just buy stealth. Can't buy him here. Oh no, how many? Is it 6 units default? 6 air units, and then an airport upgrades it to 10, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we just buy 2 more, maybe.
I would leave at least 1 slot so that we're able to build an air unit in the city if we want.
So we want city.
Yeah.
Zone here, and we'll just stay here. Do we already drop in? I think we wait, right?
No, we just wait. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really going for Kiev.
we can just let it go. It's not too impactful. The most important thing we can do right now is win as quickly as possible, so that we don't get snuck. Someone doesn't sneak a space victory or a cultural victory on the other side of the map.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just go for Edinburgh. They're all looking pretty low except for this one. So maybe we just take a turn healing in here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll farm air repair soon enough.
This guy go here. And do we drop this guy in?
I would wait 1 more turn. I wouldn't actually mind buying. So how many XCOM are we going to finish next turn? 2?
2, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. I'd buy at least 2 XCOM.
Okay, that's 1.
Wow.
That's 2. They're pretty expensive. Okay, so you want rough terrain and cover, right?
Yeah, so take rough terrain and cover on at least 1, and then we could do open and cover.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, looks good. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to take the capital off the AI and then piece it. We've also got we have got that next cargo ship, so we should definitely buy that.
We can just buy it here as well.
Have we got, we've got the extended range now as well, so yeah, that's good.
Okay, so now we drop in our XCOM squads, right?
Let's just drop 1 on. I would drop a rough terrain one on a rough terrain tile, and just so we've got some sight, so we can see how many units are in there. It doesn't look like there's too many, so I think we can. Either's fine. We just want a nice mix. Yeah, all right. There's not too much in there, so we can just fortify here. We can shoot the city.
Okay, and we go for more stealth bombers or more XCOMs at this point.
So
Manhattan project.
This city's also got a forge, right? Berlin.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we built one.
Yeah, so I'd build the XCOM here,
Okay.
and I would build the stealth in your other cities.
Yep.
I don't think we're in any rush for our uranium.
Okay.
I'd just hold on to him. We might want to like general a Lux later if we run out of happiness.
We can just finish this up with XCOMs, right?
Yeah, we could, but we could also. So what I would want to do here is kill any capture units that we can. So I can see an ironclad and a couple of infantry. So I would definitely get the infantry in the water first. It's a free kill there. Do we one-shot ironclads?
Nope.
No, not close. So,
but this is the city bomb. But this is the city bomb. We can try with the.
Oh.
No, still not quite.
So realistically, I think what's going to happen here is that the city's going to be recaptured by the AI. So I think all we want to do is capture the city with the XCOM that we care about the least, which is the one without cover.
Yep.
And then it's going to die. There's sort of no way around that.
But we still attack those melee units, right?
Yeah, we can. Yep, that's fine. We do need to put a little bit more damage on the city.
Yeah, we've got one city bomber for that. But actually, best decision. Yeah, it's still here.
Yeah.
And
so we can, if we capture, so we want to pillage with the XCOM that have been damaged.
Yep.
Before we capture. Yeah. And then we can go ahead and capture.
Great puppet, right?
Yeah, and it's a capital, so we have to pop it.
Yeah.
And then we can drop our next XCOM in the tile that we just left open with our other XCOM. So there's nothing we can really do about there's probably a million caravels that could like recap the city as well. So there's probably not much we can do about it. We can just let it trade it down to one pop, and then we can piece the AI out at some point. It's actually next turn, but we can do it now. We should buy our engineer for Opera House.
Yep. Yeah, we don't have a religion here. We don't have a religion here. We only have a religion here, so we can only buy it here, which is good.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing that would be pretty defensible to do is to buy a scientist to bulb towards bunkers if we were actually worried about nukes.
Yeah.
But I don't think I really am. Certainly not super soon.
We could actually already.
Yeah, and we should do that. There's no reason not to do that.
Let's ask what she wants.
Okay. Yeah, we can start on France now, just like that.
Okay, so we just attack them next turn, right? Or do we already start now?
I think we can even start now. So, have we got? Well, we've pretty much used all of our movement. So I think next turn's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna get obliterated pretty quickly here.
Great artist, always like those. Okay, so what's in here? Great general, great artist. There he is. I'll just pop him, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to pronounce his name?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Also just start a golden age with Alphonse Marie, whatever, Neville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I'll pay that. Good crack.
Thank you.
So we should definitely buy another cargo ship.
Yep. We should do it in our capital directly.
I think the only... it's fine. We might want to move it to Munich. I think that last trade route was pretty... Yeah. Oh, we're at peace with Celts now anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Yep.
So XCOM here, and move this guy to the capital.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, heal. Oh no, we actually want to attack France, right?
Yeah, I think we can start with France.
Announce them. Yes. Declare war. They're allied with Melbourne, which is too bad. Yeah, we'll lose 12 happiness on this, but no, actually only 8. So
yeah, I think we're fine. One other thing we should have thought about before we pieced the Celts. It's too late now.
Yeah.
We didn't pick up any aluminium, did we? Although I don't see aluminium.
Yeah, they still don't have aluminum online, I think. Yeah, they don't have any.
Okay. So when we attack France,
yeah,
we should definitely if their aluminium's not in their capital, we should probably pick up an extra city.
For example,
just so that we've got it.
Marseille probably would be it.
Yeah. And we were also considering picking up crabs.
We could pick up this one. Okay.
We were also considering picking up Lyon for Perora.
Yes.
Yes. Because that would definitely be net happiness. But for now, we can just start on the capital. We can make those decisions when we get to them. Yeah, 130 combat strength is not a joke. That's fine. We've just got to farm air repair.
So do we already bring those guys in?
I would wait. We can heal for 1 turn and then.
What? Is it out of reach for?
It may be.
We'll have to.
So we just have to move through.
Actually, got the city bomber in here. In here.
Yeah. So we just want to make sure we don't put 6 units in a city that we're building a stealth bomber in, which is what we've done.
No, we aren't building a stealth bomber.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I got that wrong. Okay.
I think that's a very Australian thing to use the.
The double.
I don't know the grammatical term. Yeah.
Which city did they attack?
They attacked the Celts.
Edinburgh.
Capital.
Oh yeah, there.
So I'd definitely snag that cannon that's near Edinburgh. They've actually attacked the city with air units as well.
They did.
It's quite damaged.
Need to heal. Here. Snag that cannon.
Yeah, I just don't want them putting any extra damage on the city.
And then we just put damage on the capital, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually getting awful close, but we're also getting air repair, so.
And we'll just wait with them.
Yeah, we can just leave them fortified, and that'll hold the capital. It's fine.
Yeah, I think this one's very, very close.
I think that's a heal there. Yeah, there's no need to push it too far. And one other thing that is worth noting here, I think on our very damaged stealth bomber, I think I think there was one that actually gets air repair next turn, or maybe not. Maybe I misread it. But one thing you don't want to do is have air repair the promotion the turn that you need to stop attacking, because you're so low you can't afford to attack.
Yeah.
It's sort of redundant because you're at the point where you're going to heal whether you attack or not. So you'd obviously much rather heal and attack. But yeah, it's fine.
I'll just put this guy here for a turn, I guess.
Yeah. I think whatever we do, it's going to be fine.
Do we go for Hubble here, or do we go for CN Tower?
I think we go for...
Go ahead.
So CN Tower is pretty terrible.
I know. I have just held one more population, you know.
I'd actually go for bunkers, just in case something goes wrong and we need the bunkers.
Yep.
We can also reassign our spy. Yeah.
To probably.
Yeah, Egypt's good. Iroquois is going to be quite the production and military force to chew our way through.
A world leader, definitely ourselves.
Yeah, but he's not very close to a diplomatic victory either. Yeah, so Great War bombers and triplanes versus stealth bombers is I wouldn't mind another city one here.
Yeah, so too. Actually, that would be the 5th, so this one can build, which is good.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Which do we get air repair on? This one, right? Yeah, to the left.
Yeah, so definitely air repair.
Yeah.
And then we just have to, yeah, so this was the one I was talking about. We'll just have to heal here.
And here air repair as well, right?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
We can attack with this guy.
Yeah.
Be able to attack with this guy, though it's very close, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd wait too.
Just wait as well.
Yeah.
Just keep.
So I would.
It's fortified.
Yeah, I guess so. The one that's damaged is basically going to heal, and the 40% bonus from fortifying twice is probably better than the extra health. So I would just leave it there.
But this is the one we don't care about, right?
No, that one's got cover. No, I think it's fine. I would just leave it fortified.
In the city, I meant. Yeah, sure. I'll leave it fortified.
Yeah. It's probably not going to die anyway. We've got
so we've got Sydney Opera House. It's still there, and we're hearing it.
Yeah.
Even a 3rd city bomber.
Yeah, I don't mind a 3rd. I'd probably stop at 3 though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely got some pretty crazy.
This guy as well.
Actually, one thing that we should do, we should have a medic promoted unit next to our cities.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll just take any.
I don't even. So we might as well make it an XCOM. And I don't even mind buying an XCOM here.
But we may as well take our unique unit here.
Can tanks get medic?
Oh, I don't know. I was just joking, so it will definitely make it an XCOM.
It would have been nice to play with some Panzers.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, we shouldn't. If we didn't get our settler stolen here, we could have. This game would have turned out very different, I think.
Yeah, and even the late game with over-generated science, we could have gone for a super all-in timing.
Yeah.
I don't mind the timing we've gone for here. It's gotten us to bunkers much quicker, but probably would have been more optimal just to take quicker stealth and end the game faster.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, not even probably. It's definitely. Okay. But
yeah, I'm really not that good in endgames, so this is actually the first time I've done this push, so I really can't argue with any arguments here. So yeah. I'll just trust you here.
So it is definitely worth talking about, just because we've not played it quite optimally. Like I mentioned, I straight up forgot about Hubble, and then we should have bulbed towards labs. We could have been at I think somewhere between 10 and 20 turns quicker, but it's fine either way.
Yep.
I think we're still very much in a winning position.
But until then, we take the 4 happiness, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we take?
Have we got happiness?
We've got 21 happiness. Yeah, we don't have any happiness policies here, no.
We've got what have we got as options for did anyone build Forbidden Palace?
That's a good question.
If you go to F4, yeah, global politics.
Okay. Nope. Yeah, Hiawatha did.
All right, that's fine. So we can't. There's not much point opening patronage. I'm just trying to think about what would be the most happiness. Exploration 2, maybe. Is there anything good in order we can take? I don't think there really is there?
It's either skyscrapers, patriotic war, or double agents, or
They're all pretty bad.
Yeah, the Iron Curtain, or the dictatorship of the proletariat.
And Iron Curtain's pretty bad because it's lying. It only increases the base yield of your trade routes. It's not the actual one. And we're also trading predominantly with the city-states, so it's definitely no good.
Yeah.
If it did what it said on the screen, it'd actually be pretty decent, but it doesn't. Yeah, I think we just want happiness. I think that's the thing that we're most likely to run out of. What actually gives us the most happiness here? We're certainly not getting to commerce 4. I don't think.
No way.
So I think it's probably exploration happiness is the most likely one.
So too.
Yeah, so I'd just take exploration.
Choose production. It's probably XCOM in here still.
Yeah, we just want as many as we can get, basically. I like snagging those 2 infantry that are basically dead with a couple of stealth shots. Particularly, we can take them on a more damaged stealth that would otherwise not be able to attack the city. Although they're all looking much better now.
This one though, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take this one.
We
actually can't. Okay. Low roll, as usual. Yeah, we can just.
Yeah, we're fine.
Now I'm invested into killing those off.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we just take more shots into this capital.
Yeah, definitely.
So does air repair doesn't really increase, so it's not like it's additional health even if you just stay there and heal, right? It's only if you attack.
No, so it's going to be the same amount either way. So if you attack with air repair, you'll get the same amount of health as if you don't attack.
Okay, I see.
I think we just took rough terrain on our medic unit. That XCOM, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh no, we did take it. We did take medic. Good.
Yeah, we did take.
So we need to put it next to the city as opposed to in the city.
I see. Okay. We should actually.
Yeah, the next XCOM we build, I think we'll do the same thing. So it's single medic promotion is not that great. It's really double medic promotion that's impactful.
Okay.
And to be honest, we forgot to do it for so long that we're going to have air repair, and by the time we've got air repair, it's also not super impactful. Okay. But it's fine. We'll do it anyway.
Should we start flying XCOMs in here?
How many units does it look like France has got around the Celts capital?
Not too many, like 3, maybe 4 or 5-ish.
Yeah, so we can definitely let's start with just 1 and see how much is it in his capital.
Is this guy here or here?
I think we just want on the Furs because the Furs has got a forest tile, right? We can just, so there are a reasonable number of units. So yeah, we can move over the ones that aren't required to zone out these other.
So probably this guy as well.
Yeah.
Can you move?
Yeah, we just dropped him there.
Yeah, okay, that was... So we can move him here and get this guy out.
Yeah, yep, sounds good.
Okay.
You could definitely, yeah. And I think there's one below the city we could move as well. The Lance is pretty safely zoned by the other one.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get him here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looks good.
actually took some hits, but it's...
Yeah, it's pretty minor. I wouldn't be shocked if we lost an XCOM here or there, but...
So definitely air repair. We'll just go for capture units at this point.
Yeah, I'd check the Celts capital again, just for what's around. Not too much,
yeah,
really.
these aren't going to be a problem this turn or next turn even. So.
Yeah, so Edinburgh's starting to heal up, so I think we're fine.
So I'll just attack this guy. This guy. This is a potential capture unit. So...
Yeah, so definitely, because the AI is going to have a stack of bombers that can deal damage to the city, and we obviously can't attack the bombers in any way. Usually I focus on siege units, so artillery, rocket artillery, and capture units. Because we can't actually stop the AI from... dealing damage to the city. Alright, so we can take our pillages and then...
we've got one unemployed citizen. Don't know that happen, to be honest. But we want production at this point, right?
Yeah, I think we can work a lumber mill.
A lumber mill or the oil?
Oh yeah, the oil's even better. We can afford to work the oil, right? We don't starve too quickly.
Yeah, it's 16 turns. Oh.
Yeah, I think
Alone's 10 turns, so we may want to do something about that. Maybe just that. We'll make it 28.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so... probably another XCOM, right?
Yeah, I don't think... I'll have a quick look through the buildings and wonders. I don't think there's anything we want.
Constabulary, maybe?
Nah, we're not too worried about the AI. We could build Manhattan Project if we wanted, but I think we just want more XCOM.
Okay. Sounds reasonable to me. That's good, that's good. Motor unit.
We want our...
Medic, yeah. I should have been...
That's alright, I think we've got another one. Oh no. Yeah, that's alright. Next one's fine.
Sorry.
No, all good.
Just put him here, I guess.
Yeah, I don't mind taking those 2 tiles. Yeah.
We just attack into this guy.
I'd just leave it there. It's fine. I'd like to drop one more XCOM north, and then when we after we pillage and cap the city, I'll drop one more as well. So yeah, definitely take our pillages on the damaged units. And then yeah, we can just capture. Yeah.
We can try to make peace. No, he doesn't want to. Okay.
It's probably so it's 10 turns before he'll make peace.
But
so it'll be soon. But
it'll do 10 turns since the start of the war.
Yeah, so we can drop that last XCOM on that last tile.
Just here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like we didn't get any aluminium.
Yep.
So it's a question of
where does he?
Do we see his aluminium? I don't see it at all.
Nope,
do you?
I don't.
Alright. So we're not getting aluminium off him. That's fine. The only one that we need to, we've got Iroquois to get it off as well.
But we still haven't seen their aluminium either.
Yeah, they got a lot of junk in there as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. We'll get through it all.
They settled. They actually settled it.
Yeah, they did.
So there's
we can
the aluminum.
we can actually build recycling centers too if we have to.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at that point yet, but if we need to, we can. That'll get us 8, which will be at least. It won't be great, but it'll be enough so that our stealth bombers don't do absolutely nothing. I would even go and settle some aluminium if I could see any on the map, but I haven't been able to see any.
I've got another city down.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any free aluminium yet. Here's 8 of his aluminium, and we may just take Marseille and general it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So, if you hover, does your EUI tell you which city that tile belongs to? If you hover over Marseille, over the city, no, it doesn't look like it does.
So no, some versions it does. Here, you can see the resources here, and here there are no resources. So
okay,
it's worked by Marseille.
Okay, yeah. So I believe that means that if we capture that city, it should give us it as opposed to the other city.
Okay.
We can't see the tile. We don't know if it's improved or not. So I don't mind moving our general in that direction. We would definitely want to put us infantry on it. It's all right. It's all right. I don't think France is.
Yeah, that will work.
It's pretty unlikely.
Yeah,
They might have bomber units in Marseille, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think they ever target civilians. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen them attack a civilian with an air unit.
Cool.
Oh, battleships.
Cool.
So they're definitely going to kill some XCOM here.
Maybe get this guy. Switch this guy with the.
I would paratroop him out. Paratroop him home. Just put him in a city where he's safe somewhere.
Then get this guy in there, right?
Have we got? Yeah. We're gonna. I can't see any capture units, and I think is that a river to the south?
Yeah, that's a river.
So there's no way for them to capture this turn, right?
If they take this one out, but I don't think that's. Yeah, I mean, they won't be able to reach it. Yeah.
There's not much we can do about that. So I don't think we need to take that tile. I think we're just going to take a lot of damage against the battleships.
Okay.
Those battleships are also potentially threatening our isolated city. So it's just something to be aware of. So I think we can take medic here and put it next to Hamburg.
Right. That. Okay, and now we don't have any sight on Marseille, which would we get sight if we were here?
We could drop onto that jungle hill and then move in. That would give us sight.
So yeah, we don't have any spare XCOM, so we're gonna have to use the medic one here.
Is there one that we can use from Paris or from Edinburgh?
Yeah, this one probably. Like there's no unit back here anymore.
Yeah, I like that.
Could actually drop here. That's a hill. That'll give us sight.
Yeah, it would too. I think either's fine.
I don't think there's going to be quite as many units here as there will be here, so I'll take this one.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what do you know? But we got sight at least.
Alright, so... Yeah. So the mine is improved, so we don't need to worry about the general. on the aluminium.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so
yeah,
do
so we definitely...
We just attack, or attack the capture units first?
We're gonna have to get some of the units out of the way. So yeah, like that infantry can definitely go. Yeah.
Maybe the artillery as well.
Yeah, we'll want to get rid of the artillery so we don't have any problems with it recapturing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the city promoted ones taking shots on the cities for sure. Oh, they're a bit damaged, so that's fine.
But we've got one here. Okay, just heal. Stay here. Actually, I think we can just go on and delete this worker now.
I don't mind holding on to a couple just in case some tiles get pillaged.
So we can still strike here.
Yeah. I don't mind slamming that infantry that's got 1 health as well. With an XCOM.
We can
that's fine too. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Sounds, I guess. Go for more XCOMs. Oh no, this one should actually stealth bombers.
So the only thing with the stealth is now that we've got 2 stacks of 6, I'm not sure that. Are we going to get that much extra out of more stealth bombers here? I'm not sure that we are. Okay. So we are in terms of attacking France, because France is in range of this city that we're in at the moment, and Iroquois is as well. But to attack Arabia, we're probably going to buy an airport in Iroquois' capital.
Okay.
And I'm not even... Geez, is that even in range? 20 tiles here?
5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, it is.
Alright, that's good. That would have made it more difficult for sure. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be attacking Arabia with only 10, and we've got more than enough.
Yep.
And then we're probably only going to be attacking Egypt with 10 as well. So I think we're actually at the point where we have enough stealth.
Okay.
And the other reason not to build them is because if we don't end up with enough aluminium when we attack Egypt and that trade deal breaks, we don't want to be any more negative strategic balance than we need to be. So yeah, I think it's just an XCOM.
Okay, where do we send this guy?
We're spying Egypt and
Arabia. Yep.
Arabia, right? It really is not too impactful. We could put it in a happiness city state maybe, on the chance that we get.
Isn't allied with.
Yeah.
With Iroquois.
So
maybe
probably one that's allied with.
Zurich.
I think, I think that one's best. I think that's got the most chance of getting a coup before we.
Yep.
Actually, we could move a triple promoted spy in as well.
Yeah, out of the many spies we've got, none of them are promoted, but this one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the best one then for sure.
Those are such old-fashioned German names like Albrecht, Karl, Eva, Horst, or Johann. Like nobody would. I don't know a single person named Albrecht.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never even noticed that the spies have names. Honestly. They must be themed with the civilization.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. So if you're playing England, you've got like Johnson, I think, and I think even Mr. X. Somebody has Mr. X as a spy, so that's pretty weird. And yeah, you got like in French they are called. If you're playing France, they're called Drawn and everything. So they are Civ themed. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't be surprised if that XCOM north of Marseille dies. I left it alone. All right,
Okay,
that's
actually,
fine.
some real pressure on Edinburgh.
I think we're okay.
Why can't I pillage? Because I'm still fortified, right?
No, because it's our tile.
Obviously.
Because we've captured the city.
Yeah, obviously.
That's all right. I've done that more than once. So I think we just want to heal there.
Get this guy down here, maybe.
Let's start killing units around here.
So down here or up here?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can put it near the city so that we can start to capture it soon.
I'll just put it there. And start on all those units, dude. It's ridiculous. Okay. This one. Then I guess just infantry, right?
Yeah, definitely I'd want to snag the damaged infantry. The one south, yeah.
Yeah, and just, I mean, they got, is cover against aircrafts as well?
Yeah, so we can leave that one and attack ones that are on flat tiles first.
But they all got cover but this one, so we can just go for this, I guess.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, okay, we definitely
good.
Let's go for it, I guess.
Yeah.
We want the general as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And I think we can actually start attacking city here.
Yeah, I like that one. So the only reason not to attack the city there is if we don't get more than one shot in, it's going to heal.
That's risky. We still have one more here, which just use it to attack the city.
Yeah.
So XCOM.
Yeah. How much is it to buy an airport? I'm just thinking forward about Iroquois.
840.
All right, yeah, that's fine. We'll actually be able to sell all of our science buildings soon anyway.
Oh, okay.
So for our multiplayer viewers, you typically just sell after Stealth and XCOM. If someone's gone for nukes, then you wouldn't, and you'd head towards either nukes yourself or bunkers. But in most games, the games just end at Stealth and XCOM. So usually you would, you could sell your research labs, your schools, your universities, and your libraries, all the way through, and just save the gold, basically.
That's a very odd strategy I've never heard of, to be honest. But it makes sense, obviously, but still, it seems so like it seems so Germany, the word is widersinnig, so it makes so little sense in and of itself, so because we always prioritize science and then we just sell.
Yeah. And actually, we're also at the point where we don't even want to generate scientists. The best thing we can do at this point is generate engineers and either plant them or finish buildings or finish wonders, if there's any wonders left.
Yeah.
So
we're
starving just a little bit too hard in here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind working. So I'd keep working the signs until we get our bunkers up, just in case. But I'd work a lumber mill over the oil, I think. Yeah.
Difference. That sounds. Yeah. Okay. We'll just keep that.
All looks good to me.
Hey.
Yeah. Wow. Look how many units.
Yeah.
All right, someone completed Apollo program in there, I noticed. So I really like double cover here.
Yeah.
And then we can probably just para-drop him out.
Not stay there? We can check the infantry, right?
Yeah, that's fine too. Yep, if we can be reasonably confident he's not going to die, that's totally fine as well.
So, it's the area. Go.
Yeah.
We don't really need to snack it, right?
No, it'd almost help us if it planted it or built a wonder for us.
I'll just...
Yeah, I like just picking off the damaged units. Yeah, so the infantry and the AA gun. And then we can put damage on the city. I'd say that they're ready for peace too. So we can, once we get the city, we can peace them. Yeah.
Those two definitely still need to heal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just got another great general. It's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Just cover. Drop him here.
Yeah, somewhere in here is good.
Probably.
Just zone out any units that want to attack us. We can take a pillage and yeah, perfect.
Okay. This one's good, this one's good. So more XCOM, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, they want freedom. We really do not want that, right? Because our happiness will take a huge hit.
Yeah, definitely. And we can't compete with whatever Iroquois is proposing anyway.
Yeah, we don't even care about his religion at this point. So. We may if he gets the votes off.
Yeah, I don't know that that's very likely though, so I think we're all good. But we do need to keep an eye on that. People have...
They just recovered the capital. Yeah, we didn't.
That's fine. The only thing that we should have done there is we should have had that XCOM that was in the city moved out.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah, so capital has priority for now, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think we can probably maybe take both cities this turn and then peace.
Okay.
That's sort of my hope.
Yeah, so we can city now.
Yeah. So we just want to... yeah, well, let's see if we can take the other city and peace this turn. That would be the best outcome for sure.
Yep. But it's looking okay. Should be able to.
Yeah, I think so too. Even if we have to slam with a couple of XCOM.
Still got a bomber back here. It's good.
Alright.
Now we'll I'll take the village and then slam.
Just before we do that, let's check if they're actually going to take peace. So if we...
Yeah, they do.
Alright, so let's take the city and then we can peace them. And we just want to...
Yeah, we got the aluminum.
Yeah, perfect. We just want to puppet it.
Yeah. Okay. Peace. Do we want some gold from them? We can try some gold, right?
We can take it if they'll give it to us.
Like, let's be bold and try 20. 10. Okay, they won't. Just...
It's fine.
Okay, so XCOM, I can just nuke them up here at this point, I think.
Yeah, yeah, so we can turn our attention to the Iroquois now.
Yep, satellites or advanced ballistics?
I think either is fine. If we go satellites, once we get there, we'll obviously be able to finish every tech. I'm not sure that either are actually particularly relevant. Satellites might be nice just for revealing some tiles. We still seem to be struggling to find the aluminium.
Oh, I mean, we've got 8 now. Yeah, to find the aluminium in Iroquois' land. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we definitely still need more because I think we're importing like what, 15 off Egypt?
7 of Egypt and 8 of Arabia.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of nice too. So we can, yeah, that'll work out nicely
because we won't just take Damascus and get another 8 aluminum. So
yeah, it looks fine.
Okay, that passes and that fails. So that's pretty good.
I wouldn't mind just checking the win cons of the AI and just see where they're at too.
Yep. So there's that. I think Egypt's probably the most relevant for culture victory.
Does it say? Has it got a turn prediction?
288
I don't think
turns.
it does. Yeah, and that's only us, let alone Arabia. So I think we're fine. What's the modifiers there? If we hover over our modifiers.
Over ours, it's they've got a diplomat for us.
All right. We're not ready to war deck them yet. So this is what I was saying against multiplayer in real against human opponents. They would just immediately war deck you if you put a diplomat in their city. Against the AI, we just want to hold out. I don't really want to be fighting a multi-war front.
How do I notice if someone's put a diplomat into my city in multiplayer?
I think that's the only way to know, is to check like that.
Okay. I see.
I'm not sure that there's any other notification.
Okay, I'll just
I think
turn.
Yeah, we can heal all our units up. And then we can turn our attention to the Iroquois. We might come back and snag Prora off France later. We'll see.
Yeah, we totally didn't do that, but yeah.
Yeah, so far we're okay.
Yep.
And I think we're going to get some happiness out of exploration here in a sec too.
Just pop it, right?
Yeah.
So that actually gives us a little more happiness now. 7 happiness, which isn't too bad.
And we can build some seaports if we need to.
Actually,
I don't think
we'd get quite a lot of gold out of seaports here, like 4 gold. And happiness.
I don't think the gold's too valuable though.
Okay.
So the thing we need is about 1,600 gold for 2 airports, which we've got, and other than that, we basically just want all units. So I'm a little bit worried about how much is going to appear out of the Fog of War from Iroquois.
Yeah.
The last time I saw the demos, they were top in military.
Still are.
But we're second, so we're not too far behind. So yeah, I think we're fine. If we need to say 8 battleships appear outside Cologne, we can buy some walls and that sort of stuff, and I think we'll be fine. So yeah, I would just start picking off units basically.
That was right.
I would hold on to it.
Okay.
The goal, we don't need the goal.
Start picking off units from them. Okay, so we just declare war now, or?
Yeah, I think we can just.
So I thought picking off our own units to save gold, but yeah, okay. Sorry, it's already getting late here, so.
No, all good.
Okay,
we're nearly there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
So we just denounce him again.
Yep. So about that, we're going to lose quite many trade routes.
We probably are, but
we're going to lose 4 trade routes.
So only if the trade routes have a unit on top of them this turn. So we might lose some, and we'll probably lose more as they as the turns progress. But we can reassign the ones that we can, and we may just buy caravans.
So I'll just war deck him either way.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, looks good.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, so we did lose 4 immediately. We're not too worried about a profit.
Yeah. Are probably correct.
It's alright, we can just, I'd just start cleaning out units around the capital.
Yep, give those guys a heal. Actually, I don't mind healing those city bombers.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. That one there had air repair, so we can use that.
Yep.
There's no point shooting the city because it will heal. Just
because I already fortified all of them. They're always deselecting them.
Yeah.
So, second here as well.
Yeah, I'd just hold on the XCOM. We'll see what appears.
So he's happy that we declared war on Iroquois, and Egypt's happy as well.
Yeah, it definitely makes it easy. That usually when you go to war like this, everyone gets grumpy at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a battleship that can finish that off in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I like shooting the battleship there. The battleship is the one thing that I think that may potentially threaten us if there's a lot of them in there. So I like making a point of picking them off.
Thinking about battleship, I would have forgotten. What even is this? Yeah. Let's go for the tree.
Yeah. We can start on the city too. I like drop. We can drop XCOM at this point.
Okay.
I think we can drop 6 XCOM. Double cover open. So
open. This rough terrain, meaning we'll get him on that hill.
Yeah.
It's always this little delay with the XCOM. It's.
Yeah.
Which one do I have selected now? Just fortify. Just I don't. Fortify. You. Here. Go. Here. We can just get them all out there, right? We don't really need to worry.
Yeah, we don't really need. The France is peace blocked.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll try and recapture their capital, but by the time they can, after the peace block, it'll be fully healed. So even if they do attack us, they won't get it in one turn, I would say.
Should actually start about this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 trade routes plundered. It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
And 6 XCOMs there.
So I don't think we can. I was going to say we could actually replace those trade routes. We could build them. I don't think we.
Sorry for being so
No,
hasty.
that's fine. So we've got 2 options. We can either wait until we're finished with Iroquois and then build cargo ships, or we could build caravans now. I don't think there's much point.
So all that. Okay, that's why it's so slow. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Yeah, we can. What do you think is more sensible?
How many inland city-states do we actually have to trade with?
1.
So we can send.
Yeah, that's it. I guess. I think that's 1.
Yeah. So I think we're already trading with Kiev from Berlin and Munich.
Yep.
So we could build 1 in Hamburg and 1 in Cologne and sort of hedge.
You know what? We're still trading with Samarkand and we're trading Munich to Berlin, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, all right. In that case, let's just build 1 caravan in each city, I think. Because
So that's still to Kiev here. So actually let's get it to Berlin. And because the trade route from Berlin to Kiev has been plundered, and that's going to be more money, right?
I would just send it from here because we can build the Berlin cargo ship in 1 turn, I would assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
So correctly. Get a caravan in here. Get a caravan. Though we may have to build caravanseries in those 2 cities here.
Yeah, and if we do, I think that's okay too. Although with the railroads and the extended trade routes on, Is it Landship Tech? I think it's on.
We'll just run this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can... I guess now we can start shooting the city.
Yeah, I like getting rid of the units that are going to pillage our tiles. And also, yeah, the battleship. Although it doesn't seem like there's too many battleships in there.
I'll just start hitting this one.
Yeah, definitely with the city promoted ones, yeah.
Okay.
You could go and snag that privateer if you wanted from Cologne. Our XCOM that are in our most western cities probably can't drop all the way to Arabia. So we probably want to move them either into Iroquois lands or at least to somewhere around here.
Just block them off there that way.
Yeah. Munich's starving. It's going to actually starve. If
it actually already starved. It already starved.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do about this. We could give up the horse tile.
We can produce a settler though. I think that's the easiest way.
Yep. Yeah, it probably is. Although we're sort of wasting the production too, so it's sort of it's an unfortunate sort of consequence. Yeah, well maybe that's the answer. We can just kill the...
that's the answer.
Yeah, alright. Well, that's dead at least, thankfully.
Kiev. It's into this.
Yeah.
Now, shouldn't be starving anymore. Those tiles are still blocked off, meaning there's probably one in here still.
Yeah.
To Kiev.
Oh, we just want to damage the city. I'd finish off the machine gun. So the AI will do silly things like slam you with the AA guns. So you can wait until they wreck them for you and then just polish them off.
Heal and you can still attack. Heal, fortify.
I'd just back up because he's got subs.
Yeah.
It's pretty realistic for him to get like 2 subs in range and kill a battleship. Yeah, so I think that's the best we can do with our caravans. I don't think we can really build more.
Yeah,
I would give the horse tile to the city. Yeah, so if we just reset tiles, that they're all a mess. And I wouldn't even bother locking them. I'd just leave it, because they're probably going to be a mess for the rest of the game.
Still, we need to take out those two if we don't want to starve.
Yeah, and we definitely don't want to starve.
Like this, we stagnate at least.
Yeah. It's alright, it's happiness.
Yeah, there's that filthy sub.
Yeah. Alright, so we did get an XCOM.
Now we can just reset tiles.
I would just leave it. They're just gonna keep coming.
Yeah. Okay. I'll snack off that artillery there.
As a general, I don't mind snagging generals either.
Okay, do we take bombardment 3 or range?
So we can, I don't think we need range because we counted out to Arabia and we get that one comfortably. So we can just take bombardment 3, yeah. And then eventually we might even get logistics, which is super nice.
Logistics is like in attack twice, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just snake off units from here then. You should heal as well. Getting in there. Fortify. Cover. Here. And this guy can get over here.
Yeah.
We still have an XCOM here that we didn't place last round, so I'll just put him here, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, we could. We could have pillaged the trade route. We still can. We still can. We've got here.
Yeah, and then we can back up out of the city shot range.
Yep.
That carrier would be pretty nice to kill, but I don't think we've got enough shots left.
And I guess I just take this.
Take our pillage with the XCOM. And there's another one to the east as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we can just take it.
Okay, I don't think he's going to want this yet.
No. And then we should drop an XCOM on that unit, that tile that we've just freed up. Yeah, we could even back up there.
Okay. Sounds good. We can still drop those guys in though. Like here and...
Yeah, looks okay.
Here...
So... Did we pick up any aluminium? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So we should have probably been spying on... which city did we want to take it off? We still haven't actually found his, have we?
Here, it's here. He just took it from Egypt. But we can't check how many he has, right?
No, we know how many he's got left, but we don't know how many he had to begin with.
I mean, there's 3 aluminum here. Other than that, I don't know.
He's just got cities, so, you know,
Yeah.
all around the map that they're quite possibly... They could be settled on it as well. Actually, I don't think the AI settles on icons.
Just go next turn then, right?
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Just finished Manhattan project though. Oh, so Egypt and Arabia are at war.
Yeah, well, that's definitely good for us. Another trade route got plundered.
To Berlin, definitely to Berlin, otherwise we're going to start right away.
Alright, I really like Nick picking off that carrier. That's the only way you can kill air units. So I think we get triple, like we get 3 units for the price of 1 there pretty much, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I think we can, what do we, so how much, alright, he's not ready yet, so that's fine. We can just keep killing stuff then. How much aluminium are we importing from Arabia? Is it 7 or
8? And we actually just lost the deal with Egypt, which is fine.
Yeah, so we should definitely see if Egypt will give us it back.
Should we buy recycle? Should we just build recycling centers?
We definitely don't need a seaport. Let's see if we can get the aluminium from Egypt first.
Oh, and we got another spy. So.
I think we want to spy on the Arabian city that's got the 8 tile.
Yeah, that's Damascus. So do we go for a recycling center here?
Let's see if we need to. Let's see if we can get that aluminium back from Egypt.
Yep, sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, he doesn't have any.
Alright.
used to get 7, but now he lost 3 and probably doesn't improve those.
He might be using it too. He may have improved that. We don't know. So when we scouted the tile, it didn't have a mine on it, but it could have a mine on it now.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't. Yeah, he could have used it all up here. I guess you're correct. I just thought that he doesn't have it improved since he doesn't have any aluminum, but he could have just used it. Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
Okay. World leaders, us.
Yeah, and Iroquois is still a million miles away.
Oh.
I think we've still got enough. So although we're not, we're going to be -5 when we declare war on Arabia. So I don't mind building some recycling centers.
Yep. I'll just... Do I finish this XCOM here?
Yeah. I think we've got time to finish it.
Promote a unit, triple bombard. I just start.
Yeah. We would just want to use our shots every time, even if they're not very relevant, just for the experience.
Yeah.
I would just back up with the subs around.
Here, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Same with the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, looks good. All right. So that means France may be coming back for their capital. And they can probably get it because of all those battleships, honestly. So I think we've got some XCOM at home, right? Not really.
Here we've
Couple.
Got those 3 that we can easily spare for even.
Yeah, I don't mind dropping some in Paris and around Paris. And what's Marseille looking like as well? The southern city we took. Okay, it looks pretty safe.
Yeah.
Without battleships, they're going to struggle to take it, I think. The other thing is that they're both out of resistance. So we can also purchase walls and the like if we need to.
Yeah, but we're losing massive amounts of gold here, and we still need that airport here.
That's all right. Like I said, we can sell labs.
Sure.
We could have already sold labs, honestly. I'm just holding out because I kind of want to see the map.
Yeah. What do we take here? Nuclear non-proliferation? How's it pronounced?
I like that. Yeah, nuclear non-proliferation. I like that one here. So we can, because we don't want nukes, so if we can deny them from the AI, it sounds good to me.
Does he want peace by now? Yep, he does. And we can actually get 8 aluminum off of him. Maybe we...
Well, that solves our problem.
He's just throwing us a bit on top. Yeah, I don't mind more uranium and oil, I guess. I'll just accept it, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And so we don't need the recycling centers anymore. After all that.
For 10 turns. So
yeah.
We're going to need to wait 10 turns.
We can still start with 6.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
So we can start moving them in now, and we should definitely move in the most promoted ones. The 4x promoted ones and the air repair city one as well. I would start predominantly with the unit ones.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need to kill units first.
Twice, so those.
Yeah.
And the one you said, the 1 air repair city one, so I'll put 1 in there.
Yeah.
And 1 more of those 4 times promoted. So okay, so that's it, I guess. Air repair.
Yep. That's nice.
It's got air repair as well, which is pretty good. Just 45.
We can also drop a medic promoted XCOM next to that city.
Yep. Good point. We'll just use this one.
We've also got enough faith to purchase. Which one? I don't remember which one we ended up purchasing last time.
Great engineer. So we would have enough for a scientist.
I don't think the scientist does too much for us. I think what we'll actually do is wait, and we can purchase the engineer and engineer Hubble. Not that Hubble does a lot for us either, but at least we get some wonders, hey, finally.
Oh yeah. And that we don't have a single wonder apart from Kremlin and Sydney Opera House, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. And Sydney Opera House wasn't even that good for us here. We had so much culture, it wasn't very relevant. So I like leaving, I guess all of this XCOMs here is fine. And then I think we should reinforce our French cities with the balance of our XCOM if we've got any left. Maybe we don't. No, we don't really.
No.
That's fine. All right. We can cycle back if we have to.
Yeah.
So
actually, I can drop. We're going to
shoot?
need them here-ish, right?
Can we shoot Arabia from here? Just it's worth checking.
Definitely can't. Here. Nope. Can't either.
All right. So we might as well move them west so that we can cover the French Celtic city.
Actually, Marseille. No, I think it's all in range from here.
Yeah. I don't think we need to risk them.
And I'll actually just let this. Oh no. Oh, we can't move it. Okay. And get this guy here for the heal. And do we just attack straight away?
Yeah, I think we can. We're probably going to go unhappy, are we? How much happiness are we importing from Arabia?
That's a good question. If we were to declare, there's like this one panel left, right?
Yeah.
Actually none.
Oh, that's perfect then. So we're going to be unhappy when we take Arabia's capital, more than likely. We can have a look at which wonders are in it. Like if it's got Notcha, then probably not.
It's got Chichen and Brandenburg and Statue of Liberty.
So not too much. So we probably will go unhappy when we take it. So I think we want to build some happiness at home, or if we can buy some happiness.
Notre Dame is in Egypt. How?
So I think it's
got a zoo. Yeah.
I don't mind the zoo.
Stadium. Already have a zoo there.
I wouldn't bother with the stadium. It's so much production. I don't think we're gonna. But yeah, definitely zoos are.
Yeah, we already have zoos everywhere, other than in our capital in Cologne.
Yeah. All right. And then how long till we get a policy as well?
5 turns.
I don't think there's any happiness we can take with an X policy, unfortunately.
I don't think so either.
No. All right, that's fine. We can go unhappy. It's not the end of the world. It'll just make our units a bit weaker. So yeah, I think we can denounce it, declare war.
Yep. Denounce, yes. War. Hey.
Yeah, we're still.
Let's go. Snack the unit. We actually snack the general for sure.
Yeah. Yep. I think we just want the general and then shots on the city.
That's about it. Let's go then.
Yep, looks good.
It's actually pretty weak. And start hoping in XCOMs. Should I just kill those 2 settlers?
I think we can just leave them. So I think we get the city down this turn, and then next turn we can drop 1 XCOM in, and then we'll see how many units are around, and we can make a decision about whether we need to wait or not. If there's any city-states we can farm experience off in that other stack of bombers, we should do that. But I don't think Arabia's got any allies.
He's got Zurich, but we don't see it and it's too far away.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to worry about it then.
We'll just press next.
No, that's okay. We don't particularly need the recycling center, but I don't hate it either. I definitely like the zoos.
Yeah, we're losing quite a big amount of happiness here.
I think we'll be fine, particularly considering it'll be the last. If we had to fight through all 5 players unhappy, it would be a bit problematic.
So there's no units like apart from those 2. So we just attack them, right?
Yeah, we can just get them out of the way, and then we can start dropping drop XCOM everywhere. It's a nice city to hold too. Well, you could throw units in the lake actually.
Okay. Will do. Yeah, this one's a rough terrain. I'll just put 1 there.
You probably don't want to be next to the other city, taking extra.
I can't put units into the lake.
No, but you could
yeah, I could do it like this. Okay, copy.
That is going to get bombed. It's probably going to die.
Yeah, we got we got plenty, I think. And actually, you know what I think? Yeah, this one, the city already has an airport. Otherwise, we couldn't airship the units.
That's funny.
I'll just get city bombers in there.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's so funny. We should have checked.
Yeah.
I'm so used to a human opponent would pretty much never have an airport.
Yeah. It's just the AI. It's so weird sometimes.
Yeah. Just gets literally every building.
It literally just got taken by Egypt. I mean, it's not too bad, but we're going to have to declare war on Egypt in order to take it and then wage war on Egypt.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine. We're going to have to be real careful that we don't put our stealth into that city.
Okay.
And then
yeah
gets captured via the lake.
Yep.
So I don't, apart from the so the biggest problem is the happiness, and there's actually a lake next to Medina as well. I was thinking we could actually capture another city over there. Can we shoot? We can't shoot Thebes from where we are, can we? There's no way. From any of our cities. No.
We definitely need one of those 2 cities.
Well, we'll need Mecca eventually, so that we can actually win.
So you say we settle for Medina for now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's safer. It's going to be a bit of a happiness pinch.
But the thing is, we can't, like, if we go there now, we can take it next turn, and if we weaken it too much now, Egypt may just take it as well.
That is true. And the other thing is we don't want to lose sight because they've taken Mecca. Our spy's been pushed out, and if we lose all of our XCOM over there for whatever reason, we'll lose sight.
Yeah.
And so we definitely want to dump quite a few XCOM in. It's so that there's no chance that can happen. Yeah, so I don't hate if Egypt takes Medina. The other problem is that you notice that when they took Mecca, it pushed our units out of the borders.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing that could happen, is if they push us out and we lose sight. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's quite funny where that's ended up. Yeah, I'd move in.
Yeah.
We can't paradrop outside of our borders.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do this? I think let's put damage on Medina this turn, and then we can decide next turn if we want to declare war on Egypt or not.
Will we drop in another XCOM there?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind another 1 or 2. It's a bit of gold too, which is nice.
Come again?
It's the caravan's a bit of gold as well.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I think just.
Yeah, looks good. See if this.
Do I dare to say that he'll pay for this in time?
Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be like next turn.
Yeah, he actually pushed us out.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but we're lucky enough. We're close enough.
Yeah.
There's our scientist. We can just pop that. That's fine.
Yeah, so do we just declare war now?
Yeah, yep. I think we just move in, get sight.
And I'll just directly declare war.
We might as well denounce him. There's no reason not to.
Is there a reason to do that?
Yeah, so it might make the Celts and the other AI like us more.
Okay.
So it might reduce the chance of France trying to recapture their capital.
Okay, copy that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Would have checked that first. Okay.
Yeah, we could have moved without the zone of control. That's fine.
Get the pillage, fortify.
It's super dead, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's definitely a mistake. We should have moved them out first.
Okay, but we can go here. Yes.
Yeah, I would just drop in again. We probably... Yeah. Yeah, Iroquois is peace blocked at the moment, so we're not too worried.
Just go ahead.
Can we actually I was going to say, can we peace Arabia? And not yet. And the other thing would be is if we peaced Arabia and then they somehow recaptured their capital, we wouldn't be able to war deck them again. So we're probably not yet. But maybe later we can do that. A poor innocent archaeologist.
Those. Do we actually get? Yeah, we can get sight on Mecca, which is huge. Sounds good. Let's get the general. Mecca should be good.
Yeah, we can just start moving towards. Yeah, I like grabbing that while it's there.
Yeah, I can't though. You know what happened? We paradropped. No, how can that happen? Like, we definitely don't end up there, but I think we already paradropped this round. I don't know how, but
I'm not sure either. The other one that's there can.
Obviously, it's an Iroquois border.
Yeah. Okay. Can pillage here. Hopefully, we live.
Choose production. XCOM, I guess. Yeah.
XCOM, yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, this one's actually dangerously close.
Yeah, we'll get pushed out again.
We can just attack it at this point. I don't like.
Yeah, the only problem is if we get this, like we can do it now for sure. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Will that get it or one more?
I'll just I just want to make sure. Create
yeah, we don't want to liberate it.
Yeah.
So the problem is the lake. So we could potentially, I like cleaning out as many units as we can for sure. But the problem is the lake. So if we move our stealth into that city, we could get unlucky and get it capped.
Okay.
So we probably want to try and wait a few turns and let the city heal, which means we want to kill things like rocket arties for sure.
Like infantry.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we can shoot. Isn't that in Iroquois lands?
Yeah, it is. That really is interesting. Create puppet, right? We don't want to live.
Do we want? Yeah, how? We're gonna go unhappy, aren't we? Yeah, let's create a puppet so we've got the option for where we put our stealth bombers.
So that'll leave us at 2 happiness.
Yeah, well that's fine then. So I think we can create puppet. I think that's worth doing so that we've got options. Yeah.
Just block everyone off here.
Yeah, as much as we can.
May as well put one here, just to zone anyone who's trying to go in there.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's fine. We'll get a turn to shoot anything that moves into the lake.
Yeah.
So we should be fine.
The policy.
I think the next happiness is it liberties, the next happiness that we can get to, which is 1,000,000 policies away.
Yeah, 3 policies, but yeah, we can try it, sure.
Honor's the same, right?
Yeah.
Piety, there's no happiness. Patronage, there's no happiness. Aesthetics, there's no happiness. Commerce, it's like
take even longer.
Yeah, it's like 5.
Yeah, let's go liberty.
There's no more happiness in exploration either, is there?
It's production.
No.
Yeah, let's go liberty. Yeah, we definitely.
I think we actually. Well, yeah, I think we downvote that. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, if they all shot, we may just be able to close in here.
Yeah, so let's be. I want to be conservative here.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to lose a stack of like 10 stealth bombers.
It's only going to be like 3. We only have 3 left here.
Yeah. All right. So let's put 1 in each city.
Okay. Yeah, no,
the risk is
totally get it. Yeah, definitely.
The risk is really high and the benefit's really low.
We may just drop this guy in here, so we've got a medic unit here.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, we just want to block out. I'd drop. It's fine.
Sorry.
I was going to say I'd drop 1 in front of Medina if we can as well. We've gotten away with it so far.
So we definitely want this artillery here out of the way. So there.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, definitely. There's another one. Is that in range? It's not.
Quite no.
It's alright. AI can't move and shoot, so it'll move in next turn and we can kill it.
You can still attack into it though, right? I can actually pick this one off.
Can we get happy first? Can we get... Because we're unhappy, so just... We could buy a stadium.
1,000 gold.
So,
we'll have very soon. We'll have negative gold then.
yeah, I probably don't want to go negative because we might start losing units to disbanding. So we can build. We might as well build the stadium.
No.
I hate building zoos, let alone stadiums, but that's sort of our only option.
So too.
The other thing that we could have done at some point would have been, I'd build them. Oh, we'll finish the 2 XCOM and then we could build stadiums there as well.
Like you met here in front of Pino?
Yeah, I like it. The other thing we could have done at some point, just to be conservative, was to build some bunkers, just in case we were going to get nuked.
Yeah.
It's felt pretty unlikely the whole time, though. I don't think any... I guess they could build A-bombs, but then how do they get them in range? I guess carriers. Yeah, it's pretty unlikely.
And we could just bomb that carrier here. Okay, now
I think... Let's move another unit into each city. Just one each. I think... And then we can just keep shooting whatever we can.
I'll just take some shots on this.
Yeah.
Here.
There's a Sam from Zurich. Is that... Is France at war with us?
No,
it says it's France's ally.
He isn't, yeah, he isn't. Good eye. Just shoot the settler. There.
Yeah.
Eat this.
Yeah.
This will turn the unit. Yeah, that's
nice.
Pretty good. Put this to attack this, I guess.
I don't mind trying to save that XCOM by killing the land ship and the SAM. If we can.
Not quite, I think.
That's fine.
No, it's too tight out of range.
Yeah, that's okay too.
Okay.
All good. Yeah, it looks good. We're nearly there.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want peace with Arabia now, right? We don't want a city that... Do not want a city that...
I'll take the aluminium though.
Yeah, great. Sure. And now we're happy again, which is great.
Yeah, that reduces the chance of the cities being captured.
And world ideology freedom also failed, which is pretty good. So now we only need to worry about Egyptian units. So I think we can just full on go for it.
I would keep killing
units for now? Okay.
That are 3. So like, I don't mind. Like we're probably, the game's probably over. We've probably won.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to the point where you've essentially won, the thing you start to think about is how could we lose? And the way that we could lose here is if we somehow moved 8 more stealth bombers into these 2 cities.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say that the cities got nuked and we lost all our stealth.
Yeah.
And even then we'd probably still win, right? It would suck. It would slow our win down by quite a few turns. We'd have to rebuild all our stealth. There's a good chance that by that point France would kick up a fuss and try and take back their capital, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
But we're at the point where we want to play defensively, I guess. Play conservatively.
Yeah.
Because the only way we lose is if we get unlucky or we get really greedy.
Yeah, we haven't been either unlucky nor greedy in this game, so I think there's no chance for us to lose.
yeah, exactly. So we're at the point where we want to play conservatively, because it's not, like I said in the beginning, for me at least, I think there's two ways to play Civ. I used to play single player Civ, I mean, specifically. I used to play with the intent of winning with the highest percentage chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I've done that for a long time, I kind of got bored of that. And so I moved to a style of trying to win as quickly as possible. So if we wanted to try and win as quickly as possible, and we're not breaking any records here, right? We've got a reasonable timing, but it's certainly not amazing.
No way.
So if we wanted to try and push for it, then yeah, sure, just dump all the units into the cities. And if we get unlucky and we lose, then so be it. But I think here we're just trying to show people how to win the game consistently. So with that in mind, I think the thing that we want to do is just be conservative. And so I just move one more stealth bomber into each of these cities. And then we can keep shooting units.
Yep,
and
sounds
prevent
good.
them.
It's good to me. I'll just try to get off all our shots here.
Yeah,
they're all just out of range.
yeah,
we
it's fine.
Snack this then.
Yeah, I actually like killing carriers, because carriers are the one sort of thing that could potentially get a nuke near us.
Yeah, but I think that wasn't that a destroyer? I think it.
So I think A-bombs is carriers, and nuclear missiles is nuclear subs and
missile cruisers.
Missile cruisers. And I think you're right. I think destroyers can carry.
No, I was just, you said destroying the carrier, but I think it was a battleship and a destroyer there. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All good.
Yeah, we may as well take.
Yep, I like that. There's the damaged land ship as well.
Benefit and get.
I like the rocket arty too. Yeah.
Good. So fortify. Drop in. Let's say probably here.
I'm not sure. Do we have a medic unit next to both of the cities?
We have one next to this one. And the other medic unit is still here, since there are still 7 bombers left here.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can just take it there, because they won't do quite as much now.
Yeah, they're probably all pretty healthy. We could have promoted another one as well, but this is totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, we can actually promote this one.
Yeah.
Just get it back here.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm definitely noticing the difference, even with a single medic promotion.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Stadium? I don't know. Probably no XCOM. Probably no XCOM, right?
Actually, we're +9, so XCOM's fine.
Okay. Next turn, and look at this.
Oh, we got our crabs.
Finally. Took us only roughly 200 turns.
So it's actually that's worth mentioning, is that King's Days don't generate you extra food in the sense of your total amount of food. They just generate, or I shouldn't say that, they do generate extra food. They don't generate extra population. They just get you your population quicker. So even if we'd had King's Days all game, our cities still would have capped out at around the population they're at. So just a little note there, in terms of, unless you're still growing at this point in the game, and generally you shouldn't be growing at this point in the game, they're not actually going to give you more total population. They're just going to get you there quicker, which is still great. King's Days are great. You should always try and get them. I don't mind moving another 2 units in. The cities are also getting pretty healthy. So really the only thing we're exposed to at the moment is probably nukes.
I think I just popped an artist with 1 turn left until the Golden Age. Or no, I think it's probably 1 turn left on the Golden Age actually, because it's 9 turns now. So I just saw 1 turn up there, so that would have been a mistake.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't think it's like game breaking at this point.
I think we can just start working on Thebes.
Oh. You know what? I'll just move this one in. Be greedy. Bombardment. These sounds good. Yeah. Actually, I'll just.
I don't mind killing that rocket arty. Yeah.
And get this one down, and then we still got plenty of. I just wanted to have the city promoted. One shoot it. Okay, and we can actually get air repair here, which is good. And I think now we wait 1 more turn until we start dropping units in, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, let's go for the giant death robot, right? They're meta in the end game.
Can we maybe we can buy one and capture the city with it?
Yeah, that sounds like a decent plan. Okay, so I guess heal, and wait. We can actually just drop one unit in there, right?
Yeah, if we want to, just to get some sight, see what's going on, and also if we get lucky, we could potentially win next turn. Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever we do here, the game's over. Feels good.
Yeah, like seriously, when we lost that settler, which totally wasn't our fault at this point. We can reiterate that. I was like,
I think we must. Sorry, go on.
It was like I felt, because I'm not that experienced on Deity. I mean, we've talked about it that I win probably like 20%, but even then I don't really play on multiplayer settings. Like I play on small Pangea maps, but with like 4 players or something, because I feel I always get very frustrated when the AI forward sells me and cheats the shit out of the game. And it's just I don't really play multiplayer settings, and I was like, when we lost that settler, I was like, oh dude, that sucks. I don't know if we can win this, but it's actually I don't think I've ever won a game so comfortably, like at Deity.
Yeah.
So that's like it really speaks for your skill in this game, and it's really, really impressive.
Oh, thank you. I think I think if that's the one thing that people can take away from that, that's what I'd be most happy about, because I mentioned really early on about the over prioritization of science, and the biggest problem with that is how much more difficult it makes your games when you don't have good production, and also good gold. So gold's a really flexible resource that's great for players who are maybe a little bit newer, and so if they do something gets them potentially punished, like say we could have had battleships just roll up on us, right? And if we didn't have that massive bank that we had, it could have actually been a real problem. But because we had that bank, I was comfortable not building castles and arsenals, right? Because we could have just purchased them.
Definitely.
So just if there's one thing that I think players can take, actually I'll say 2 things. The first thing is production is more important than science. Okay, it just is, particularly in the cases where you're playing for the highest likelihood of winning, as opposed to winning as quickly as possible. And the other thing that I'll say is the other reason that we really had an easy game is because we manipulated the AI with the diplomatic modifiers. So we really tried to abuse the mechanics as much as we could and abuse the biases of the AI. And you can't always do that. If this video does well, I'd be keen to do another one, and we might even stack the lobby with some aggressive civs that you really can't do that to.
Okay.
Because you can still win. Absolutely, it's harder, but you can definitely still win. So that'd be like if the Celts had been like Montezuma or Mongolia or the Huns here.
Yeah, we definitely would have had to worry about them quite a bit more in early game.
Yeah, absolutely. And even Boudica is a fairly aggressive civ, but we also used the peace block trick. So we snagged that super early war, and then we didn't peace. We just held it for as long as we could. And then when it finally came to it, we pieced, and then that bought us another 10 turns as well. And then after that, we just built a few units here and there. Like we built some units around crossbows. We built a couple of units around Great War Infantry, I think it was.
Then bulked into XCOM.
And then we just explode into XCOM and stealth, and then all of a sudden the game gets relatively easy.
Yeah, no, it's like as I said, I've never really done this, but it's been like eye-opening. I think I've learned very, very much from this, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I can only reciprocate the feeling that if this actually does well, I would love to actually come back to the series. Because I had a blast, even though it's 2:30 in the morning here, and I'm still not really tired, because because of the time difference between Germany and Australia, we actually had to do this like for Rough when we start recording, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning, and for me it's like 10 p.m. in the evening. And but it was like at no point, obviously the first day we recorded until like 5 a.m. my time, and I started feeling worn out, but it was not like out of boredom, just because I was exhausted, and because it's constant. I had to concentrate, and I think we actually did quite well on the communication, and like it didn't feel stale at any point. But no, it just wears you out, and but it wasn't because of the gameplay, and I really liked that. So
yeah, me too. I've really enjoyed it as well. It's been a lot of fun. I'm actually sad to see it ending a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've said it before during the series, but I'll say it again. This is our first attempt, so it's really beneficial to us, for the viewers, if you leave your feedback in the comments. I'm not saying that to try and get you to comment to increase the interaction on the video so it gets promoted more. I legitimately want the feedback. So things in terms of, was it too basic? Was it too advanced? Was it too slow? Was it too fast? Like, give us the feedback so that we can try and improve. We are also going to try and edit this down, cut out any of the quiet moments where we can. So yeah. Shall we do it?
Shall we do it? Yeah, I think we should. I don't think we wait 8 more turns for the giant death robot. I think we deserve we deserve a turn 205 win here.
Yeah, and I think you deserve to go to sleep too.
Yeah, I could have kept going, but yeah, I'll be happy to end it here. Okay,
yeah, let's do it.
Ah, man.
Hey.
GG, man. Like that in Call of Duty, we would call that a hard carry from you. So
GG.
GG, man.
I'd like. Do you want to run the map here just for a second?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to see what went on the other side of the map.
So we go back to turn 1.
Yeah.
And play. So two cities out by like turn 3, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. They cheat so hard, it's not funny. And we don't get our first city down till like 30 something. Yeah, wow.
I don't even know what happened there. I've like no idea why we got that city out so late.
Yeah. No, definitely that I think was our biggest mistake. And then I think the other big mistake was we bulbed too late. We could have had stealth much earlier. But the way we played it is also sort of conservative because it gives us access to bunkers. Where if we'd done it the way that I'm sort of talking about, we probably never would have got to bunkers. So I don't mind it this way either. Wow. Like the gray landmass just keeps expanding.
Every AI is settling shit cities. So you see that there was a city down here. There actually was another city down here, and this Arabian city is such a joke as well. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And actually, no one settled Fountain of Youth until late in the game. Like the Fountain of Youth was this tile right here, and France only grew to it like 10 turns prior to this or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, one thing maybe we could do is there's some AI mods out there that improve the quality of the AI.
Oh, okay.
So I'd even something sort of basic that forced them to go tradition rationalism and not settle a stack of terrible cities.
Mm-hmm.
It might, again, guys, let us know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. But at least for me, it would make the game more interesting because the way the AI cheats and how poorly it plays the game, it really does. It locks you into a particular path. It's possible. I've done chariot wars against level 8 difficulty. I've crossbows, artillery, frigates. I've done it, pretty much all of it. But it is much, much harder than it's, reasonable or fair enough to be. And it's, even if you can win the war after, like, say, a chariot war, it's usually pretty much impossible to actually win the game. It just sets you behind so much. So if we were to use a modded AI, it would give us more options during the game. We could do something other than just look to win in the info era. So yeah, let us know if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, I think at least for me that it'd be a nice change of pace to actually have like a functioning AI for a change. So yeah, I'd definitely be willing to look into that. That sounds actually decent. I'm not that deep into Civ. I didn't know those mods existed, but they sound pretty good.
Yeah, I've not used them myself either, so I don't know how good they are, but I have heard good things. And I basically don't want to change anything about, like, I just want the AI to not be really silly. I don't want to actually change the game as such.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, just even some really basic things like those sort of 3 things I mentioned, I think would be really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Do I have a quick look at the graphs as well?
Yep. So that would be demographics. Replay.
I'm not, your UI is a little bit different to mine.
Okay, yeah, no, I just have to go for production per turn. And we were actually reasonably.
We're the grey line, are we?
We're grey. And I think that's before Hiawatha captured all our trade routes. And we just came back up from there, I think.
Yeah. So you can also see the dip. I think that dip is when we're working max science. The second to last dip. Is that what that is? Or maybe not.
You mean here?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I was wondering if we'd see the science dip, the science jump and the production dip when we worked it for 8.
We may just compare it. So I think this is where this is where we bulbed. So
yeah.
I think that really, so it must have been like here. I think that's the first dip.
Yeah,
we worked max science, and then we bulbed here, like about here, I guess. And then we just went back up with all the trade routes, and then all the trade routes got plundered, but we were still working quite much production.
Yeah, Germany's pretty nice.
Yeah, I really
have to watch progress.
I really enjoy them, at least against my friends who aren't as good as Rough or as me, to be honest. So I'd say I'd consider myself the best Civ player in my group of friends, which isn't saying a lot, I'll be honest, but yeah, I really enjoy Germany. If you can just, SimCity your way to like 600, 700 production with like 6 cities and an absurd amount of city-state trade routes. So it's I really enjoy it, and I really like that we did it as Germany. We had some other civs in mind, which I'm sure we could do at some other time, but I really like that we did it as Germany, and I really enjoyed playing the Civ in a different setting than I'm used to. So it was like, it didn't really feel like the way of the game I'm playing with if I'm playing with Germany. So it was a really nice change of pace and everything.
Yeah, it was really fun for me too. It gave me a better understanding, I think, of where the most common pitfalls that players are falling into are. If we look at our text per turn, I think there's a text per turn here.
Tiles. Number of known text. There it is. Yeah, so you can definitely see the bulb here.
Yeah. So that's pretty huge.
And they actually start with 8 texts. That's crazy. 8 or 9, or maybe 6. I don't know. I
thought it was only 4, but it could be more. I think it's the first 4 technologies. But they cheat.
Maybe, yeah.
Like 4 technologies, like 2 settlers, 3 workers, 3 warriors, 2 scouts. I think they get extra promotions, they get extra food, extra production. It's completely unfair. Like, it's not even just a little bit; it's more than double.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
But they're just bad. They're just plain bad, the AI in this game.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. And that's why I think some mods might be interesting, because then we've got more opportunities. Like, I would have loved to have done a fun victory here. So the 2 options that I was sort of floating around in my mind was either a Skip Labs Panzer Rush. That's super fun. Panzers with the extra movement and the no zone of control policy in autocracy are super fun to play with.
Okay.
That's always a good time. And then the other thing I was considering that I really enjoy is a carrier rush. So you can go carriers with sortie promoted triplanes, or fighters, not triplanes, sorry, sortie promoted fighters, and a stack of battleships. That's really fun as well. It wouldn't have worked out here because I think Egypt's capital is too far from the coast to hit it, even with 4 range battleships. And also because we had a slower start with a weaker lands, and also
the lands weren't optimal. Like, the start, we were 2 tiles away from Tundra, and we started flat desert with only like 4 workable desert tiles. So it really wasn't a good start. But I think that's what I enjoyed about it even more, because usually when I play Deity, I was like, okay, that's a crap side and reroll. You know how it is, and now we just did it, and like, we lost a settler. That's almost game breaking, and at least in multiplayer it is, I think. And obviously can always recover, but it's still, it really hurts your early game development. And we actually recovered from this, and I don't think I've ever managed to do that, which is why I really like that we came out on top here. This feels good,
Yeah. Nah, I felt pretty safe and confident the whole way through. Once I got a good understanding of how the Congress was going to go, and I knew that we could win World's Fair, that was huge for us. That got us into, order. I think we were order 6 or 7 or 8 even.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, got us into Rationalism 5. It even gave us time to go and snag some happiness in exploration.
Yeah.
So once I sort of got that sense of where we were sitting in the game, and there also wasn't another Civ on the other end of the world that was just absolutely running away. Sometimes they just snowball and steamroll everyone, and you end up in this position where it's basically 1 versus 1, and they've got four capitals.
Yeah.
five capitals even. But yeah, other than that, it felt pretty comfortable. But I think definitely worth noting that we we over peaked on our science pretty hard.
Yeah.
We could have been at stealth, somewhere between 10 and 15, maybe even 20 turns earlier.
Just a huge amount of.
Yeah, it just means that there's no chance of them really threatening us with a victory condition. No chance of the AI threatening us with nukes. It definitely would have been better play than what we did, which was going on a longer term one that got us to bunkers and to satellites. We just, at that point, the AI probably wouldn't have even had, fighters or bombers or anything, and we could have just rolled over them in like a turn each.
Yeah.
But I think I explained at the time the mistake that we made essentially. So it's definitely not a perfect game either. Lots of little errors and then one or two big ones. But I think that's also good too, to show people that you don't have to quit and start again when things don't go your way. It's got to be pretty devastating sort of setback for a game to be unwinnable. Like we'd need multiple early wars with an AI before I'd really be saying that this isn't possible to win.
Yeah.
Are there any more graphs that are interesting? I don't really think so. What's our food like? Because our food was terrible.
Yeah, like we were stagnating the whole time, and then because we got all the capitals, we started getting capitals here, you can see, but we were just, and from here on out we were just stagnating. Yeah. That's like even declining, you can see it.
Yeah, that's probably as we send non-food cargoes, sort of thing.
The gold per turn was pretty. Total gold would have been interesting.
Yeah.
The Iroquois, 1,300 gold at one point. Yeah,
that's crazy. What about the population? Our population was super low this game. 71 is extremely low.
We were stagnating 71 for the whole time, ever since I don't know which turn it was, but ever since here, 1500, I guess.
Would have been around research labs.
Yeah, we were just stagnating, and that's almost he lost his capital. If he didn't, he would have had 250 plus population.
Yeah. Thankfully, he had so many cities that his science and culture cost must have just been obscene.
Yeah.
I don't actually understand how they stay happy. I
don't think
there's no. They must just cheat. There's no way that you can actually generate that much happiness.
I saw a screenshot on Reddit where Hiawatha had minus 3,000 gold per turn. And it's wow. Yeah. Now that was actually really cool. I'm still impressed. You got so many more hours, and you were we were comfortable the whole game, and I was sweating here and there, to be honest. But it's nice to know that we had a safety net.
And I think our culture was pretty awful as well. If you look at culture per turn,
total culture doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, so that was Worlds.
Yeah, look at it. It's insane.
Yeah.
And then I think that's Hermitage when it bumps up even more.
Probably. It's incredible.
So we had a super low culture game. We just didn't have any access to culture.
But I think it was nice that we actually could skip the filler policy. I never actually managed to do that before, so that's another first for me, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely a result of our late settles and our 3-city setup, and then our culture was really bad, and then our science was actually not all that great either. But then it sort of exploded fairly hard. We even managed to get into astronomy rather than Sistine. And astronomy is slightly more expensive than Sistine. I think it's basically costs you compass, which is usually a 3-turn tech around that sort of time. So I don't think I've ever done it through astronomy. I think I pretty much always have to do it through Sistine. So it can definitely be a thing to deliberately slow roll your culture to not get a filler policy. But it's not always something that's really within your control.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all the graphs I was really interested in. If there weren't any more that you were interested in,
maybe the building maintenance. No, just kidding. No, it's I'm done.
All right, all good. I'll wrap it up there then, guys. Thank you all very much for those of you that have watched us the whole way through. That is a huge commitment. I don't know what the end product's going to be like, but I'm sure it's many, many hours. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I hope you learnt a lot.
Like me, I learned a lot. So at least one person learned a lot during this this playthrough. So yeah.
All right, no worries. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Hey, nice. That's yeah, definitely.
Well done.